Welcome back in, everyone. I'm here with Alf Anderson from AARP, Associate Director of Advocacy and Outreach. Did I get that right?
You got it right.
Awesome. Alrighty. One thing that folks might not realize about AARP is that one of the things that you all do every year is maintain a robust presence in Augusta, lobbying for legislation that benefits or protects older Mainers. So let's talk a little bit about what AARP is focused on in that regard this year.
Yeah, thanks so much. We have a great support system through our volunteers who join us in Augusta every Tuesday during the legislative session. Mm-hmm. This year we're really focused on working with legislators to find financial support for caregivers. There are about 166,000 people here in the state of Maine providing care for a loved one. And we have seen through survey data that the average caregiver spends about $7,000 out of pocket every year to provide care for a loved one, which we would all do in that situation. Sure. So we're urging lawmakers to codify the Respite for Me program, which was launched with the funds from the Maine Jobs and Recovery Act in fall of 2022. Mm-hmm. It's now expired, but this is a really great support system for people who are providing that essential care for their loved ones. And we really want to see lawmakers across both aisles, across the aisle, work together to really codify this program.
For folks who might not know, how does the Respite for Me program support those who are providing care to loved ones?
Yeah, it's a grant program, so those who are eligible can apply for the grant funds, and then if they get those funds, they can use them for things like providing respite care, like getting an opportunity for themselves to take a break, assistive technologies, potentially like adding improvements to your home, like if you need to install a ramp or other sort of assistive.
Chairlift, those are hugely important.
Exactly. Yeah. So for those things that might be just impossible for somebody who's just trying to get by and provide that care. So it's a really great program. We've seen it be successful, and unfortunately it did lapse last fall. So that's why we're working with lawmakers and other partner organizations to really try to make sure that's included this year.
And any other focuses legislatively for AARP Maine?
Yeah, we're really focused on bringing down the high cost of electric rates. Yeah. Everyone over the last few years has seen the cost of everything go up, and that includes our electric bills. And it's really difficult for people, vulnerable Mainers, especially low and fixed income people, to afford these increases that keep coming month after month, year after year. So again, we're urging lawmakers to work amongst themselves to look at the statutes that they've passed. One of the most important ones that's driven these costs so significantly are these subsidies for solar energy, which we're supportive of. We want to see the transition to new renewable energies, but this program, the net energy billing program, has been really burdensome on bills. So we want the lawmakers to take a really hard look at that statute and other ways to make sure that the cost for that transition to renewable energy is being paid for by people who, it's not being a burden on people who can't afford it.
And it's so often that, the places where we're seeing hikes in costs are things that are sort of non-negotiable. Groceries, you have to eat. Electricity, you need it in your home. Heating oil, you need it if you're going to get through the winter. If that's how you heat your home. So, people so often find themselves between a rock and a hard place, having to choose between things that you really can't choose between.
Yeah, it's an impossible choice for people who are, we've heard stories of people cutting back on medications, like, I don't want to say going, but like turning the thermostat down so they can pay the bills, but that's not comfortable. That's not fair to people. So let's not put them in that position. Let's find ways to fund this transition in a way that's fair and just to all Mainers.
All right, well, we thank you for coming here and letting us know what we should be looking out for in terms of actions that AARP is taking legislatively. We hope you'll continue to update us as you all make progress there, and we'll include all of that information on our website a little bit later this evening. So thank you again for joining us, Alf.
Thank you for having me.
All right, folks, and our extended forecast is coming up.